This weekend in the game, there's so much on it.
Liverpool have to win this. This ain't a fluke, this ain't a joke thing. We are serious.
Right now, we are better than Liverpool. We need these 3 points.
We can come out of here with 3 points. We can come out of here with something at least.
They got to come here and play like champions. Sometimes it's another team's time. Zinchenko.
This is why you should have allowed me Konate, because it is Zinchenko,
bro, this is not a charity, you know. So what you're basically asking us to do is to accommodate one of your players.
This is what I'm trying to say. You're not just trying to claim.
The calendar
right hand side now, Saka.
Let me say something before you go mad.
Go on.
Right?
Let's go back.
Revisit that.
Yeah, I want to revisit. No, because something's not. No.
Too late.
Hey everyone, welcome back to AFTV. Welcome to the Super Fan Debate, and it's the combined 11 edition. It's Liverpool versus Arsenal, and I don't think this is going to be too friendly. You should have seen them off screen. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to build a combined 11. Maybe even a year, 2 years ago, it was not really a show, is it? But a lot more to debate here.
I don't think it's a show this year, but here we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was fishing for
I didn't
that,
even
so
do this video for the last preview, so it shows how much has changed.
Well, there you go.
That's the point.
Well, let's welcome our guest on Liverpool side. We have Fuizzi. Welcome, Fuizzi.
Pleasure
Back again.
To be here. Pleasure to be here.
Last time you were here, you correctly predicted a Nunes goal.
I did, and I was right about that.
Yeah. We'll say less about the result, but
No,
welcome back. We've got AGT as well.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Good to be here. Yeah.
And on the Arsenal side, we have Robbie and Turkish. Welcome, guys. It's a combined 11, and whenever we do this, there's obviously a little bit of, you know, we're talking about form, and we're talking when they're at their best. I'm going to let you decide now. How are we doing this?
Alisson.
Sure.
A mixture, isn't it? A mixture, innit?
You got to kind of base it on this season.
Base it on,
because
yeah,
we do it
yeah.
every season, so
Yeah.
you got to base it on this
Yeah,
season.
So form then, yeah?
I'd say we're form /
Form and ability. I mean, a mixture of both.
No, everything, innit? It's based off everything.
What do you mean everything?
Like the
Last
player.
5 years as well. No,
Who's
we're not.
played well,
you
who
can
would you
touch in
prefer?
on that a little bit, but let's look at this.
I always
season.
like to say if you're picking them for a cup final tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, but...
Okay.
Yeah,
what
that's
if
how you
they-
base
That's fine. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's do that.
All right,
I'm more
cool.
than happy.
Let's do it. We've got Liverpool, the home team. We've got Arsenal. Who are we picking as our goalkeeper? The guests. I'll let you go first.
It's Alisson, it is.
I don't think that's a
It
debate
is.
there.
It is. I
What,
mean,
this season as well?
Putting forward
Bro,
Alisson.
have you seen how good he's been this season? He's made the most saves that have stopped goals from
He's
going
been your
in.
best player this season, in my opinion. But
Ramsdale's not been your best player
He
this
hasn't, but that's because we've been quality all
Okay,
through.
but if you're
Ramsdale's been
looking at a goalkeeper who
Is that
keeps
you putting
shots
forward
out,
Ramsdale?
then I would go. I mean, who's the number one for their country out of them two?
Yeah, but that's
So that's only because Gareth Southgate.
If we're starting a cup final
should be the-
tomorrow,
he should
you
be
both
the-
know it's Alisson starting it.
No, I don't think it's.
final.
I don't think it's a foregone conclusion.
Ramsdale's
No.
been relegated 3 times. I don't want him to go.
Ramsdale just this month, right? Let's talk relevance, right? He just got voted Save of the Month. Ramsdale.
Save of the month.
Save
Come on,
of
bro,
the
that's
month.
Of the
reach.
month. Football's not based on
Do you know
the
how
month.
many saves there are in a
Hold
month?
on. No, but the Premier League they give away.
They play 2 games in a month.
Premier League give awards, right? Save of the month, Ramsdale.
For
Right?
what game is it?
And those stats that you just quoted, where did you get those from? Because I saw the other day.
Oh, right, you
when
wanna
you
bring
came.
this one up.
Yeah, but
Sky Sports News this
Your
morning.
stats are unreliable, right? Because you came up with
they're
some
outdated.
stats like that. You came up with some stats like that the other day, and they were wrong.
Please forgive
So
me for those stats, by
we
the way.
need
I'm not
that
saying that
fact-checking.
Ramsdale is a bad keeper.
Fact check.
So
those
what-
stats,
Let us
right?
know in the comments if it's right.
What I need to understand is Robbie's saying for us we should all agree on picking Ramsdale because he got a trophy.
No, that's
saying
one
save-
No, I'm
save
just
the
giving.
month.
No, I'm giving
He
that
got a
as a factor.
champagne saying save the month.
How many clean sheets
I'm
in
giving
the
that as
Prem
a factor.
seasons has he had? Like Golden Gloves?
But
This season he's been excellent.
No, listen, I'm not
Excellent.
taking that away. He has been
okay,
excellent
but how
this
many
season.
player of the seasons has Alisson had?
Well, he's Golden Glove. He's won the Golden Glove
How many
before.
player of the seasons for his club has Alisson
How
had?
many goalkeepers have ever won Player of the Season?
Ramsdale.
What, for your club, or do
No,
you mean?
for the clubs he's played at. When you
Oh, you're
mentioned
talking about
when you mentioned
individuals.
the relegated.
So
Oh,
it's
so
Sheffield
we want to
United.
talk about
Like
that.
the level.
the relegations, he got player of the season.
Then
at the
let
end
me
of the
shut
day.
it
For
all
Sheffield
down.
United?
If we
And whoever else he played for.
where's Sheffield United now?
I don't know, man.
Relegation.
Exactly.
What I would
Knocking
say is,
Tottenham out
right,
of cups.
this year, Ramsdale has definitely proved to me, and I think with all due respect, he's proved to me and a lot of other people that he is a very good goalkeeper. I still think he should be England's number one. However, when you're looking at clean sheets, especially at Anfield, I think we've not conceded in 7.5 hours at Anfield.
I don't trust none of your stats.
Because this game is at Anfield, it's a home game for Alisson. I would edge Alisson. And listen, give us him, because the rest of them,
It's looking long.
it's looking long.
All right, I'd give him Alisson. Listen,
on, man,
I
the
do.
guy-
The thing is, I rate Alisson. He's a top goalkeeper.
He's
He's
the
a top
only one
goalkeeper.
who I can say this season has played with his absolute heart and soul in every game, which is more than I can say for the defence in front of him that has let him down. He's conceded a couple more goals this season because of the defence, not him. And if it wasn't for him, we'd be way further down in the league.
He'll get you an assist if you want one.
If
He
it
can
wasn't-
score a goal if you
Possibly
want
a goal
one. He
if you
can
want
get
one.
Listen, I
He
rate,
can
I rate
get you a
Alisson,
goal.
but if it wasn't for him, 5-2 might not have happened at Anfield. Let's not forget the big mistake he made in that match.
For
against
sure. Well, that
Real.
was a Gomez mistake. I would say he gave it to Alisson. But listen, assist maker.
Yeah, that's true.
Goal
That's
scorer.
true.
It was a
Real
bad
Madrid.
pass from Gomez.
All right.
Goal scorer and assist maker.
I'll listen, Alisson, you can have him.
Thank you.
His quality
No,
is
it's
the
not.
best
It's
player.
not. But it's not
It's
a
a
pity
we
one.
thing.
It's
This
not
is
a
a we-
pity.
this
I
is
don't
a-
want a pity one either. By the way,
There is a we thing. It's
This
not
is-
you can have him. We're
It's
doing this
combined.
together.
We're
Give him
putting him.
someone.
We're in the same. We're in the
We're
same
putting
team.
him, mate.
Everyone's here in the same team.
All
We're
right,
crazy.
Alisson makes
But
it.
that's the video done. Cheers, lads.
All right, right back. One generational talent at right back, Trent
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold,
Yeah.
but not having his best season.
On form,
Ben
it's
White,
I'll
not
say
even
it
a
right now.
not even a right back, but the way he's performing
Well,
this year.
he's been exceptional this season. He really has. I think he should be, starting for England as well. That combination between him and Saka down that right-hand side has been awesome. He's got goals to his game now. He scored 2 goals in the last few games.
I go Ben White.
Ben White, man, solid.
If we're talking
and
about the
solid
last
in
5
defence.
years and what they've won, it's obviously Trent. Put your medals on the table. It's Trent all day. But if we're going on form, right now he's been easily one of Arsenal's best players.
For a cup final
Should we
tomorrow.
give them that?
No, you ain't giving us that.
Trust.
Should we give them that?
No,
Ben,
we-
Ben,
Yeah,
Ben
sure,
White,
you're
Ben
right.
White's
What you
taking
just
that
said.
one. Ben White's
A right back
taking
that's
that
won
one.
every trophy that you can think of
Every
in club
trophy
level.
now. He has to get his flowers
We're
as
going to
well.
take him out. We're not going to pick that.
Yeah, but defensively, have you
Form
seen he
wise,
looks
That's
I'm
fine.
going
Then we
Ben
can.
White,
Yeah, I don't
man.
mind giving it to them, but I'm just saying. Just remember, Alex.
Food.
This guy's won every
Food.
single
It's
trophy,
true.
bro.
Food, how many times has he looked like a fish out of water in right back this season?
He hasn't. He hasn't been playing well. Right back.
Depends what fish you mean.
Any fish out of water.
Thing is about him, right? Going forward, quality on the ball, still
The best.
top player.
Him and De Bruyne with that cross. It's
but
him
the
and,
thing is about it, right? The position is right back as well. That means you also got to defend.
Does it?
And his defensive abilities are poor. Going forward, he's exceptional, but at the back, he's poor.
Form-wise,
Whereas you got
too.
Ben White, there's a better balance in him.
No.
Going forward, his
Ben
delivery's good, his combination with Saka's good,
Ben
but
White.
defending, he's good as well. He's solid.
All right, Ben White gets
For
it.
someone that doesn't even watch football as well, I rate how good he is at football.
So we're gonna pick. We're
We're
gonna
always
pick a
talking
football.
about
We're gonna
that,
pick a
it's
footballer
true.
that don't watch ball.
You don't have to watch
man.
it, just play it, man, and do well with
He
it.
makes Premier League team of the season. Let
Listen,
alone,
you got
let alone a
actors-
combined 11 right now.
Yeah, you got actors who don't watch films.
Only a Newcastle fan can debate.
Michael
but
Owen
I'm
doesn't
saying
watch
from-
films. Remember?
All right,
We'll pick
White
Ben
makes
Ben
it.
White. Ben White
We'll
deserves
give
to
them
go
Ben
in.
White.
Let's do the centre back.
The last 4
partnership.
seasons, it's been Trent, but this season,
No, we'll
I'd
give
say
you
Ben
lot.
White.
We'll
You're not
give you
giving
that.
us nothing.
You're right. No, we'll give it to you.
No, we've taken it.
Here,
It's
take it, take it.
deserve it.
We'll give them Ben White. You're right, Alex, man.
All right, centre back partnerships. We'll hear each partners. Who are you going for?
Saliba and Gabriel.
But
Turkish.
if the cup final was tomorrow, Saliba's injured. That's your logic.
No,
right?
but if they,
Technically.
come on, you're talking about injuries now. I'm Saliba and Gabriel.
I can't put an
What
injured player in.
combination
I'm
they've
sorry,
been.
bro.
Yeah,
I
but
can't do that.
we're not strictly basing it on the final
If it's a
tomorrow.
cup final
you-
tomorrow, you
no,
can't
yeah,
play
but
injured man.
we're not about these injured players, right? Because we're talking about the fact that this season, consistency, how good those two have been in a combination. I don't think there's been a better combination than them two in the league.
I'll make a point. Out of all these players, are we saying that all of them that we pick on the pitch here will play on Sunday, will start on Sunday?
We're assuming they're fit.
So Saliba, a great defender. We
Assuming
saw
they're
him in
But
Qatar.
we don't know.
Assuming they're fit. We don't know if he's not fit. And
Rob
to me,
Holding's playing, bro.
right, assuming
Holding
they're
is
fit.
playing.
Right, but I'm saying to you that that's the best combination, I feel,
When
in the
fit.
league right now. Centre-back combination.
I'd agree with you.
Well, to put him in there.
I'd agree, but he
In they
can't.
go.
He's injured.
In they go, because Van Dijk, who normally it
All
would
right,
be
let's put-
automatic, Van Dijk would be in there. I think that Van Dijk's he's been a bit in the decline this
Can I
season.
try play neutral here? I'm surprised you're not fighting more for Kanate.
Konate
Started
needs to be in there.
over Saliba for France.
Konate,
Yeah,
me
exactly.
personally, I would pick Gabriel and Konate in terms of who's going to play on Sunday, the best two on the pitch. Right
Yeah,
now
who
on
is
form,
it?
I'd say
Yeah,
them two.
I would say that as well. Obviously, Van Dijk hasn't had the best season this season. But you got to put Konate.
But isn't Konate best of a
So we're
bad
saying
bunch?
Gabriel gets it. Everyone's
No,
happy
no,
with
no.
Gabriel in there.
No, I'm not. I don't know why Robbie laughed.
Well,
No, because-
I don't know why
You know-
Robbie laughed. You know, I might wanna-
You know, I'm laughing his tone, right? Even his tone, I know he's not convinced. He knows Saliba. Konate may have got in ahead of Saliba in the French national team.
Facts.
But in the Premier League this season,
If I'm honest, it's
Saliba
Saliba
has
and
been
Konate.
better.
If I'm honest.
It's not Saliba and Konate.
It is.
But
Gabriel- Gabriel's been
Gabriel's
brilliant.
been our best
Gabriel.
centre-back.
Gabriel's been brilliant. I'm on about the Premier League. I don't have business about no international team.
You just
right?
said
Because Gabriel's not playing
Exactly, he brought it
for
up.
Brazil at the
You
moment.
brought it
either.
up.
But he's brilliant. So I'm
Saliba
saying in
or
the
Gabriel?
Premier League,
Both.
those two have
pick
been the
one.
best.
Like,
Pick one.
Who's been your favourite?
He's
Like, no, who's
injured.
been your favourite?
He's
for
not
Both.
going to play.
You have to
James.
pick one for Arsenal.
Both have
Saliba
been-
or Gabriel? Who's
Yeah, but
been
you've got Diaz.
your
to
favourite?
fight
This
for
season, Gabriel
He's
edges
not in
it.
it either.
Okay, so
But
we put
Edges.
But it's
Gabriel
just
and
edge.
Konate then.
No.
Just it makes
It
it
is
fair.
Gabriel and Konate.
It has to
bro.
be Gabriel and Konate.
Saliba, boys.
How many,
it's the last
how many games has
Put them
Konate
all
started
up
for
there.
you, man, this season?
Pretty much all of them.
Quite a lot, bro.
Well, no,
Because
well,
it's
well,
been him and Matip sometimes as well.
By him not being interested.
I've seen Gomez a couple of times.
Right back a lot. Also centre back in some really poor games.
Due
So
to injury.
think about it, Saliba's first year in the Premier League at this young
Incredible.
age, and he's come in
Incredible.
and we've got the second most clean sheets.
Unbelievable player.
And, you know,
And all
Physical,
round,
composed.
he's a better defender than Konate.
Oh,
Konate, I rate Konate, yeah, but all round, his ability on the ball, the way he's able to carry the ball out
Didier
of
Deschamps
defence.
doesn't think that.
Yeah, he didn't.
Well, I don't care
World
what
Cup
Deschamps
winners.
thinks.
You just brought
World
it
Cup
up that
winners.
Konate starts ahead of him. So
No, he
that's
starts. He
defeated
does. He
your
starts
argument.
ahead of him, but that doesn't mean that's like was at the World Cup. I'm
Yeah.
on about the Premier League this season.
He
Saliba
is injured,
has been
therefore he
better than
cannot go in this
Konate.
team.
Saliba has been better than Konate. Gabriel has been better than Van Dijk. That's
Listen,
facts.
when we get later on, I'm going to make less
That's
of an
facts.
argument
But
for
then
Thiago
again,
and Diaz because they've been injured.
Alex is
Talking about form.
Saliba's played
But he
27
didn't-
out
Alex
of
is right.
29.
He didn't play the last game, boys.
If he's
He
injured, he
27,
can't
he
play.
started 27
He's
games.
If he's
injured.
injured, he can't play.
Saliba's been brilliant.
James.
That's fine.
The
You know,
but the
you know, and
combined-
you know,
he might
he
be
ain't
fit.
playing.
He might be playing.
He might be
playing.
fit, and the combined 11 is
You're hoping
solely
he's not
based
playing.
on who is.
If you're
fit.
Can I
available-
say, if there were a cup final tomorrow, I promise he'd be fit. They just don't want to risk it for the rest of the season. But I promise you, if there was a
I
cup
think
final
he'll be
tomorrow,
injured,
he'd fit.
man.
Saliba.
Therefore,
So
not
basically,
me.
you know the way I'm seeing it is Alex is saying if
Great
Saliba,
player.
if Saliba was not injured,
He would go in.
so then that's free
Yeah, so
votes.
But he is
That's free
injured.
votes.
He's not
Saliba-
played that game. The
That's
last
free
game.
votes.
Also,
That's free
Konate
votes.
did play the last game, and he's had 5 clean sheets at a row.
But you're only looking at
home.
one factor, which is his fitness at the moment and doubts around him starting Sunday. If you look at every other factor, you're
He's been
admitting
brilliant.
that
No.
Saliba's.
If he was fit, I would have him in. But
That's why we're not arguing Van Dijk because there's a possibility he might not
You
play.
can't argue Van Dijk.
Van Dijk's been
whether he could
injured.
play
He
or
was
not.
illness in the last
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I know he should
So-
be. He
so
should be.
I'm
That
not-
Van Dijk will be fit for the game. He was sick.
He might not be.
He had a cold.
If he doesn't
Right.
play on Sunday, are you gonna, in retrospect, allow me to put Konate in?
We'll address it
No.
on the AFTV live.
Bro, stick with Konate.
No,
Don't
I
let
am.
them do this.
I
to you.
am. I'm sticking
Konate
with
Your
you.
and
so Gabriel's made it. So your final vote,
I'm holding
Saliba,
firm on
Saliba.
Saliba.
Konate.
Injured, mate.
You got the final, either level it up or Saliba. You, assuming he's available, because
No,
it is
because
touch and
I
go.
can't assume that because he missed the last
Well,
game.
put it
and
out
I've
to
heard
the-
that
put
he's
it out
going
to
to
the
miss
vote,
as well
because
this game.
I am backing
Rob
him.
Holding's been great though,
I'm not
so it's
backing him.
not a.
I'm not backing on that.
If he's injured, he's injured.
Deschamps would have had the tiebreaker though.
Do you understand what
but-
I'm
alright,
saying though? If we're doing combined 11 and a player's injured, then how can you put them in?
All right.
Because he.
That's what we're doing now, yeah?
Right. Left hand side is what?
You talk about me with fake stats. You're spreading fake injury stats.
Saliba's been brilliant.
He has.
And I'm not
Alright,
denying
left back.
that.
Left back.
No,
come
I'm
on.
not. I don't even like this man.
Left back. Zinchenko.
You're putting
This
forward
is why
Zinchenko.
you should have allowed me Konate because
No, but yeah,
Zinchenko,
bro, this is not a charity, you know. This is not a charity where we're like, boy, we're sympathy.
Trust me,
thing.
you ain't got no
We're putting
change
in the
from
main
our
guys.
ground in the last 12 years.
All right.
It's been a charity.
I'd have said Konate was fair enough, but you.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
man.
But you were saying the only thing was injury, and I'm with Turkish on that. It's like, well, but he might. Like I think they're just being.
If
I
we're
think it's
going
just
on
precaution.
mics, if we're going on mics, then there's no guarantee there.
Not bad.
Konate
I want it
will
doesn't
play
want
that
to
game.
move
Zinchenko's there. No one even said a word.
Yeah, that's why we're waiting for
This is
you
what
to
I'm saying.
try
No
and
one
say
even
something.
said a
because-
word, and they just slapped him on there.
Do you know what I mean?
So
Like,
what-
at least let us say his name.
We're
like-
playing away, technically.
Yeah.
We're in their
It's
studio.
true,
You're not going to
it's
get all
true,
the
it's true.
decisions.
It's
Well,
dictatorship.
Make
make
your
it-
argument. Make
make
your
your
argument.
argument.
I've just. He's
There's no
injured.
point now. He's there.
That's my argument.
I've been part of
No,
it.
no,
You know how many
Zinni,
times
Zinni,
in the wall?
Zinni.
Oh, Zinni.
He's there. There's no
He's
point
there.
in making.
No, make
He's
it-
already
he's
there. He's already there.
there.
You basically done it for us. He's
I
there.
will say Robertson is the defender with the most ever assists in the Premier League. Round of applause for that.
But we can't even say that now because look what they've done.
But
I've been putting them all
Zinchenko,
up.
Yeah, but he's faded.
and I said at the start of the season, you guys finished fifth, right? I said by adding Gabi and Zinchenko, you're adding 8 Premier League trophies, winner mentality, leader for his country as well. Zinchenko is almost not single-handedly, I wouldn't say that, but what he's done up here and spread in a positive way in the change room, unbelievable. But again, Robertson over the last 5 years has clearly been the best left back in the league. And he didn't start against
which I
Chelsea.
agree.
Yeah, so
That's why he's made the combined 11
So
the
now,
last 3-4
with-
years. We've done
But
it.
right now, I
Not
give it to
now, not now.
Zinchenko.
So are we going with a person that's a good motivational speaker, or are we going for footballing ability?
Might as well get
No, I
Gary
wanna
V
know.
at left back.
I want to know.
Well,
like,
are you dismissing Zinni's footballing ability?
No, he's very good at
Technically,
football. He's very
no,
good.
it's quality.
He's very good.
It's quality.
Technically,
He
he's
could
better
play
than
in
Robertson.
Motivational speaker.
No, I just want to know. We going for a person that
You're
wants to
taking a
become-
mick now.
No, it's true though. We always see the clips. And he's telling the cameraman, yo, record now. Press that button. Motivational speaker,
You ready,
like,
yeah?
who do you want?
All right, quick huddle, boys.
Motivational speaker.
He's trying though, man. He's trying.
He's trying.
No, but I'm saying
Zinni.
Zinchenko goes
Yeah,
in.
we've
All
got,
right,
we've
that's
got this
3
one
on.
in the bag.
This is
That's
why.
3 out of 4.
This
Why
is why
three out of 4?
Kanate.
You act like
We might have to come back.
But you've
to
been
Kanate.
outvoted, innit?
No, I'm
Number
going with
3.
you lot. I'm going with.
alright, cool.
I'm just saying, like, we're going.
He's got to make an argument.
Yeah.
So allow
Sorry,
him to
Andy.
do that.
All right, so that's our back four.
Again, Kanate.
Pretty much.
Questionable,
really
but you know, what can we do? It's a dictatorship here.
We move into midfield. I'll let you go first. Who do you want in midfield?
Does he have to be
mean,
fit?
do the
Or
right thing.
Can he be injured?
Yeah.
Pick,
Because
pick your number
if
6.
he can be injured, then Thiago's in there. In terms
But,
of
Yeah,
but,
we'll allow that.
here we go, yeah? Okay, forget the injury, yeah? This season,
Every
has
game he
Thiago
played,
been better
no
than
chance.
Partey?
no.
That's what I'm
No
saying.
way.
No.
No way.
Last
Every
season,
game.
Thiago, of course, you put him in ahead
This
of
is
You can
why
have
I
him.
said
You can
he-
have
Partey's
him.
played bare
You
games.
can have him as fit. He ain't in there over Thomas Partey. He could be fit now.
But is
we
he in
saying,
over?
4-3-3,
He's
or
not
we
in
saying-
there over
but
Partey.
is he in over Xhaka?
No, he's not. No,
Yeah.
he's not
Not
in
this
there. Not
season.
this
Xhaka
season.
scored
You know what? This
Not
is
this season.
what I'm trying to
Xhaka-
say. Let's
Nick
not.
goes Xhaka
We
scored.
got to get
Scored
rid
in
of
this
this
video.
form thing, you
This
know.
is what I'm saying.
I just clock. You lot are smart.
So what do you want to base it
If
on?
we
What
do
do you wanna
form,
base
it's
it
gonna
on?
be all you lot. Let's be. We're
no,
done
no,
now.
no.
We only got.
No,
hold
that's
on,
why I
hold
said
on.
we need Kanate
Hold
in
on.
there.
Form
as well.
stuff.
No, but you know what?
Bollocks,
You know what,
bro.
Wizzy, right? But also what he said, he goes, if we're putting together a team that's going to play in the cup final
Then Saliba
tomorrow,
can't play.
play in the cup final tomorrow, what would that team be? So even then,
We've already
you could
ruined
take,
it.
you could kind of take form out of it, right? A little bit, right? Because it's my team's going to be in the cup final. Who can I rely on, right? Thomas Partey's in there over
Hang on. What about Stefan Bajcetic?
over for me. Was it Fabinho and these
That's
guys?
a bit of a stretch.
Stefan
That's
who?
all I've
That's
got,
a bit
man.
of a stretch.
Don't
come on, man.
Stefan
Come on.
do. That's rude,
It's
man.
Thomas Partey,
The-
man.
The
Why
young
are we
man's
wasting
injured
time?
right now. Have some
Why are we wasting time?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They have to try.
Come on, they
have
know
to try
that.
their
They
luck.
know that.
Alright, cool, cool.
You got
man.
other videos to film or something?
They know.
Dash him in
No, but
there.
I just don't like wasting time. You know, I mean, it's Partey.
I'm surprised you're not fighting more for Thiago. I know he's not had his best season, but
I think there's been.
They're smiling. They know
because
we
if, you're,
can't.
let me
my
just
thing
say
is,
this.
if I'm picking for a cup final
Listen,
tomorrow,
if
I
we're talking
get
career, Thiago makes it ahead.
Yeah, and
if
that's
we're
why we'll
talking
put-
last
and a great
5
career at
years,
Bayern.
Thiago makes it ahead. If we're talking now and this season, it's Partey. It's
I
simple.
want to see Robbie's dance again. Have we got a clip of that? Partey's dance.
been in a
Stiff.
cup final for one game. You're
Yes.
not going Thiago.
I would,
well,
do you know what I said earlier? I said
wanna lose
even
the
if
cup
Thiago is 60%, relax.
Even
Even if
we're gonna lose that cup final.
relax. What was it? Cup finals. Don't worry about that. We've been in a few. If Thiago is 60% fit, I play him because, and I will say this,
Ahead of Partey.
no, this is for Liverpool. I would play him if
he doesn't play in
60%
Partey's
fit.
position anyway.
No, he doesn't. He plays on the left central side
But he's
where
not getting
maybe
in
Xhaka
there.
plays. However, what
no
I would say
chance.
is, in terms of technically
Xhaka
gifted
in.
midfielders, he's the best top 3 I've ever seen at Liverpool. The things that man can do with a ball is unbelievable. The only reason why I won't fight for him a little bit more is because of this injury. And again, talk about me giving out fake stats. Liverpool are the best at it. Oh, it's only 2 weeks. That was 6 weeks ago. So why? I've heard hip and thigh injury. Why do we still not know if he's back in training and ready for this game? That frustrates me. Unbelievable footballer, but I think this lack of transparency around this injury has maybe made people think we might have to get rid of him because he's injured all the time. But there is still an unbelievable footballer
And
there.
realistically, like you man said, it's not Thiago's position. So if we say Fabinho, there's no argument. We move on straight away.
No, okay, with the party one, you lot are
But
right.
Thiago can play 6. He has played 6.
Yeah,
He
he
makes a
plays
lot
career.
of tackles. Like he can
But
really
for you, man,
fight
it's
as well.
Fabinho then more often than not. So
On the
Bajcetic has been better than Fabinho.
Yeah.
this
yeah,
season.
he has, yeah.
left centre mid.
Yeah.
It's Xhaka,
we saying?
isn't it? It's Xhaka.
Granite, man.
You know how I feel about
Just
Xhaka
see-
over the years, and
Granny,
I'm still
I
going to
can't
say
believe
Xhaka.
you, man.
Granny.
Jeez. The amount, the 180 on Saka.
I think
Life's different.
I think like one of the most improved players in the Premier League.
that is some redemption.
It's Granit
story, that,
Xhaka.
by the way.
He's been unbelievable. And last season he was good, but this season he's been really good. I mean,
Scoring
tops.
goals as well,
Yeah.
adding that.
I got a beard too, you know. I know what that means. You're thinking.
No, because I'm thinking about the other players now. It's kind
Don't
of
worry,
long.
let's get this midfield out of the way.
He's panicking.
Let's get this midfield
Go
out
on,
of the way.
Alright, who's your
Odegaard.
third?
The next
Odegaard.
one's Odegaard. Just stick him in.
Just
Go on.
we don't have another one to
This
talk
is
about.
getting embarrassing now,
Yeah.
though. Look, this is what we did to you for the last 5 years. And
Welcome
it's
to
not
our
my
world.
But
fault.
even then, Robbie
Even
managed to
still, like-
squeeze in 5 Arsenal players last year.
Yeah, I remember on my preview last year, he
you know
still
what?
got 5 in on
Just think
form.
of-
I
you
don't
know
know
what-
how.
you know what
We
I'm
were
thinking?
about to
4
win
for
everything.
Tavares.
Just see
Oh,
this.
mate.
See this as a vertical
Look
game.
at you got Tavares in a combined 11 or
This
something,
is
didn't you?
why
So
Partey
we're-
should be in, because we're
front
not
three.
getting many more.
Right, the front three.
Alright, what are we saying?
Stick Martinelli down.
Is this even straight? But anyway.
On the left.
Go on. Who's on the left?
Over there.
Can I propose to you a front three?
Oh, propose
The whole
the
thing.
left-hand side first.
Diaz.
No, but that's done.
that's what your left hand
well,
side.
That's done.
Diaz.
On form, he hasn't played for 6
Wouldn't
months.
really-
Doesn't matter. He doesn't need to. If he comes on, you know what he's gonna do.
That's true. If he comes on,
Like you know what he's gonna do.
Would Diaz have more than 13 goals in the season?
If he played this season, yeah.
if he did.
Sure.
I don't know about that.
If Butts made listen.
Yeah, he would have.
Martinelli's been exceptional this season.
I don't know what you lot see in him.
Our top scorer.
You don't know what we see in him.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
Fu,
our top
come on.
scorer, Fu.
Jurgen Klopp sees a lot in him.
Yeah,
as well.
Jurgen
Jurgen
Klopp
Klopp.
loves him.
He called him a generational talent.
Jurgen Klopp loves a lot of players, bro.
He was hugging Havertz the other day. It
He
doesn't
was
mean we're
hugging
trying to
Flanagan.
get-
He was hugging Flanagan. Do you get it?
Exactly.
Like he was hugging Flanagan.
I don't think he was, but I rate the fight here. No, but listen, it's Martinelli.
Martinelli
There was
over Diaz.
a
There you go.
point though
This is
where you guys wanted
This
him
is
dropped
nuts.
about a month ago. Was there not?
No,
Who wanted him dropped?
he did get
I-
dropped. But
It's just
He did get dropped. That's
it's
what
the
maybe
thing
you
is
didn't
because
want-
we've got strength in depth in that front three area. So you know, because you could make an argument for even Trossard's been brilliant as well, hasn't he?
yeah.
Trossard's been.
Since Trossard's come in, his assists at Arsenal from January still puts him third in the league
Yeah.
across the whole season.
He did have a good.
I think
And I wouldn't
Trossard.
even say Martinelli got dropped. I used the wrong word.
Rested.
Rotated, and then
Rotated.
he comes off the bench, scores, and he gets 6 in the next 7. He's our
Yeah.
top scorer.
I think Trossard's been the best signing in January. Best January signing. Of the January
I think
window was
Gakpo
Trossard.
scored more than
January was like
Trossard
last
since
month.
January.
Yeah.
though.
Huh?
It was like last month, bro.
Last month for you.
January.
No, for
Oh,
everyone.
for us, it was a few months ago. And he's been the best signing, I think. I think he's been better signing than Gakpo. But Gakpo took a little time to get going, didn't he?
Yeah.
Still
Like,
scored more
whereas-
than Trossard
whereas-
since January.
Yeah,
though.
but Trossard has not just been the goals, the assists. The assists, just the general, what he's brought to Arsenal. You know what I mean?
And again, technically,
And he's already scored a hat trick at Anfield this
Scored a
season.
hat trick at Anfield.
Martinelli's there, but this might
Who?
sound
Not
rogue,
for you
right?
lot though. This is what I'm trying to say. You lot are just trying to claim.
The calendar's
Right
the
hand
same for
side now,
everyone.
Saka.
Let me say something before you go mad.
Go on.
Right?
Go on.
It's Saka on the right, but it's Salah through the middle.
let's do the right first.
Saka then.
Yeah? Are you going to go mad?
Are you gonna
No.
agree with me?
I'm taking his thing.
Thank you.
Because
These
anyhow
know-
you
these
man
know
say
it's right as
Jesus,
well.
that is nuts.
Don't try that. He's only scored 6
That's
goals.
nuts.
this
Yeah,
season.
Nunes got
If
more goals than him,
anything,
bro.
Saka is again. I think he's a generational talent, but
He's coming to us one day anyway.
I still think
Wait,
Salah's
what?
numbers are better.
Coming to who?
He's coming to us one day.
You must think that's Ox.
no. He's
That's
coming to
a
us.
different thing, man. He ain't
Bukayo's coming to us one day.
Bukayo signed a
I
new
can see it
contract
already.
with Arsenal.
You're lucky,
right?
you did,
And
man.
he's a brilliant player.
So what we
And
did?
so
This is disgusting.
down the middle now.
This actually
Salah.
looks so
It's Salah. It's Salah.
just
So-
You know it's Salah.
The Arsenal
Come
team
on,
on that
like-
listen.
Don't give me the
I don't know,
boy.
you know.
Don't give me boy.
Because you can say how many goals has Jesus scored?
7.
7.
Is that it?
Salah's got
Even
11.
Nunes has scored more.
And how many?
Childish.
one
Salah's
second,
got
one
11.
second. How many goals? Yeah, how many has Salah scored in the
23 in all comps.
Premier League?
Let me get onto that. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to look it up.
11. He's got 11. 11 goals, 7 assists.
Is it 11? Right, so
No,
he
it's
scored.
more than it. Must be more.
No, it's more than
check it.
11,
Yeah. 11.
Check it,
Oh,
check
that
it.
must be on AGT or something.
Check that stat out. man. Before I
Lord, fire,
before I make
hang
my
on.
decision on this.
What is it?
He didn't score against
Salah.
Chelsea. Did he score on
I
the
know that
weekend?
he's on 40
Goals.
plus
He did against
goals and assists
City.
this season.
So it's even,
Bro,
it might be
he
12.
does
It might be
score a
12,
In the
but
Premier League, how many?
12. It's 12.
12 7,
12.
right?
All right.
It's 12
So he
7.
scored
12
12
in
goals.
28.
He scored 12 goals in the Premier League,
Yeah.
right? And
7 assists.
Jesus scored 7. Jesus missed 4 months.
So is
There was
Diaz.
a World Cup in
Right?
between.
No, hold on. We're not
That was
talking
a
about.
World Cup.
Wait a minute. We're not talking about Diaz. we're talking, and we're not talking about the World Cup. We're talking
Starting
about.
tomorrow, you want Salah.
We're
in your
talking
cup
about.
final.
We're talking
Trust
about
me.
right.
Salah
that-
scores in big
what?
games.
He's missed nearly 4 months. Right.
Is that my fault?
No, hold on.
Is that my fault? You
Hold
remember,
on.
he's looking at me like he missed
No,
one.
so
Is
I'm
that my fault? Did I do anything
so
to it?
in the 4 months that he was out, Salah scored 5 more goals.
That's good.
He's also scored a lot of Champions League goals as well, Rob.
we're talking about the Premier League. This is a
Sure.
Premier League game. So if
was a cup
we're
final.
looking on it, right, has he been any better? He's not been better than Jesus this season.
Oh, Robbie, come on now. Come on now, Robbie.
Better.
No,
Think
because
about what he's
remember,
saying.
terms of
I'm
minutes
talking
played.
about the amount of time that he's missed.
Think about what he's saying.
been out. He's been literally missing. Right?
and
For
still
nearly-
got 40
for nearly-
plus
hold on.
goals and assists
No,
this
but I'm
season.
not. No, I'm
Still.
not on about Salah. Salah's not been missing.
That's not true.
He's been missing on your team, but he's not been missing
not fact.
with injuries.
Check it.
No, hold on.
I don't wanna
Go on,
check
Yahoo.
Who is he?
Go on, Yahoo,
He's not
bro.
been missing. He's not been missing with injuries.
23.
I'm saying that Jesus has been out for nearly 4 months,
Robbie, give
and
us
he's
this one,
still
mate.
scored.
Come on, mate.
He's still scored, right? 7 goals, right? And Salah, who's played nearly every game. I think he's played every
By
game.
the way,
for-
can I just say,
hold
you're saying
on,
4 months, 2 of
Hasn't he
those months for the World
Hasn't he
Cup.
played every game?
All right, come on, Rob.
Well, let's do games.
Has he
then.
played every game?
Salah's doesn't play out.
Salah's got
Not
12
every game.
goals in 28 games, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus has got 7 goals in 15.
That's not good.
13 more
It's
games?
actually
You don't
exactly
think-
the same ratio.
You don't.
Yeah.
It's similar. So in what? How many game difference is that? 13
Listen.
games. He could easily get another 5
It's-
goals.
it's
Don't
Salah.
you think
And
so?
who's
Salah.
had a more overall? Who's had overall more
Salah doesn't.
influence? 1 second, more influence on the team because Jesus, right, at the start of the season and then like he's just returned. He's so influential
He is.
in how Arsenal plays.
So is
He's
Salah.
so influential in it's not just even the goals he scores, the work he does off the ball, the amount of goals he creates. The
a
amount
great
of
player.
goal opportunity he creates.
Who's better
I
back to
don't think
goal?
it's a foregone conclusion that Salah's in the head of
Back to goal. Who's better?
Different players like
No
that,
way.
though. Salah comes off the right.
I agree with that. But we're talking about striker, and if he's receiving the ball with 2 wingers that.
Who scored more goals in the last 5 years? Salah, innit?
Let's be real here, right?
It is
Let's
Salah.
be real here, Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Salah plays on the right.
Yeah. But we've already given him Salah.
Hold on. So what you're basically asking us to do
Accommodate.
is to accommodate one
Correct.
of your players,
Because
so
Salah,
that it can look good.
Salah last
So
season.
let's be real.
Yeah.
The
Well,
first
let's
half
be real.
of last
If we're
season,
being
Salah was
real,
number 9.
if we're being
Played through
real
the
and we
middle.
say striker, right? Considering as I
Salah
said,
plays
he's been-
in number 9.
Considering as I said, our striker's been out for nearly 3-4 months, right?
2 of which were World Cup.
And if he had been playing, he probably would have got better stats based off of what we've seen there.
He would have.
Than Salah. Why should we put Salah in there?
Because
for
how are you
this
going to
season?
do a team with no Salah in, bro?
Well, it's just how it is, isn't it?
For me, it's either we put Salah in, if not, then Nunes.
Come on, man. Not being serious.
We're going on who scored the striker.
You're not being
Who's got
serious.
more goals? That's my
15
pecking
goals
order.
this season
I'm
for
going
Nunes.
for Salah,
In
and
the
if
Premier
not
League?
Nunes,
All comps.
Yeah,
What's with this all comps thing, man?
that's it. Bring it.
Prem.
Robbie,
the
do you
Prem.
really think I've come all this way down from Liverpool to do a combined 11 with you where I have one
Bro,
player
talk
which
to
is
your
a
team.
goalkeeper? Relax, Robbie. Put
Talk
Salah
to your
on and let's
team.
finish
No,
the
hold on.
video.
Talk to your team, man. It's not nothing. It's not our
I think
fault, is
I've
it?
come 200 miles.
It's not our fault. You know,
Using
in-
mileage as the reason.
You did the journey yesterday. That's far, right?
listen, right, in the years gone by when we could hardly fit any of our players in, we've just had to accept it.
But I still allowed you 4 last year on the preview.
No, but then that was probably undeserved.
Bro, we were going for quadruple. What do you mean?
Right,
deserved?
that's probably
we
in
didn't lose a
certain
game.
certain little positions. You can't argue with it. Listen. You know what? You can't
James.
argue with this at the moment.
What's
No,
your-
we
can I ask
can.
James's opinion? Is that allowed on this show?
Go on.
What's your opinion, Jay?
Be real now,
For the
James.
striker
Based
position.
on what I'm saying, the influence
think-
No,
that
don't try to
Jesus
influence
has
him
had.
now. We've said our piece.
So I think this season, Jesus has had a bit, when he's played, has probably had a bigger impact on his team. But I think if I'm picking for a game tomorrow, I'm going Salah.
Cup final setting. Salah scores in cup finals.
No, but
You know what? Give it to him because of the mileage.
Hey, we'll take it.
let's put the right winger because he's been deposed of that position in as a striker.
So what? Do you want to play
Just to
Saka
make them
through the
feel
middle?
good
We can
because
do
they
that.
travel
In this
200
team,
miles.
Jesus will come on after 60 minutes because I don't think.
Yeah, 'cause
No.
Salah would have banged 2 by then.
Yeah.
Take him on.
Don't get me wrong. And listen, you know what? I
gotta swap Saliba, though.
don't
Yeah,
want
I
you to
do
take
think-
We
it.
got to swap sleep. Let's go back. Let's
Do
go
you wanna
back.
revisit that
Yeah, I
one?
want to revisit. Because something's not.
Too late.
No.
Too late. But you know what? I don't want you to take it because I absolutely rate Salah. I think he's world class. But if we're talking about this season, form and come on, man. He's not really
This
had
season,
a.
he scored a hat-trick in 3 minutes.
He's not really
this
had a
season.
great season, has he? As what your normal Salah is it?
But that's
Let's be real.
his fault because his level is up here. If you hit there, I mean, he's still the only player in the last 5 seasons scored 20 plus with Harry Kane. Still,
Do you think Salah works as well with Saka and Martinelli either side?
I think that would be a dangerous partnership because let's not forget, before the African Cup of Nations last season, he played, I think, every single game through the middle, the first half of last season, and then Mane did it in the second half and scored 14 in 20 or something like
I
that.
remember Mane had the bet. He was better in that position.
But people say that because it was further towards the end of the season. But for me, Salah as a number 9 through the middle, I mean, Saka and Martinelli would love it if he was
because Mane
going
has
through
that
the
back.
middle.
Like I can't. You know what I just said to you about back to goal. I wouldn't say the same thing with Jesus and Mane because back to goal, Mane is cold as well. He can turn either way. He's got a
Salah's
bit of
never
that.
had to play back to goal.
He hasn't, yeah.
So just put him in the back and he'll score. You don't need it. What is this? Peter Crouch, back to goal. This man is very quick.
But when you've got
You
two
don't need a
wingers
back to
there
goal.
that have scored the amount of goals they've scored this season and they've had the most dribbles that this season, the top 2, you want to strike. You know more than you brought that into this league. A striker back to goal that brings in the wingers in Firmino. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
stick
that's
him in
kind
if
of
you
where
want.
football's gone now.
Do you want to swap Salah for Firmino?
Nah.
Well, there you go. That's
I don't
the.
think it is there you go though, James.
No?
Because Konate should be in there.
You know what I was
Come on,
going to
Robbie.
ask you to?
2 out of 11.
And we've got to wrap up in a sec. But
Lucky.
I was going to ask you to, if we
Fight for that as well.
if we made this more like players that you have that you actually believe will get back to their best again,
Yeah.
who would you really be fighting for to get in this team?
Van Dijk.
Diaz,
Van Dijk.
Diaz.
You think
Yeah,
you think he'll
100%.
get back to the level?
Yeah.
Thiago
I don't think
maybe,
he's done
Diaz,
I rate Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz is
Trent
quality.
not been.
Trent.
And Trent as well.
Can
For me.
obviously-
There's
the
quite a
thing is-
few. There's a lot, man. I'm going to be real.
The season
But I
we
don't,
won the
I
league,
don't know.
Trent was unbelievable.
I still think
Rob
Trent.
Ball.
I still think with Trent that he has deficiencies in defence. Right, that are just not. He's always had them, but he just used to have
Do you
more
want to put
protection.
Trent in midfield then?
He doesn't even play.
Well, ahead of Odegaard.
And you know why that question is difficult? Because they've had players in their prime. None of the Arsenal players have reached their prime yet, aside from Partey and Xhaka, let's say.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just think, listen, you deserve to have way more than us this season. That's a fact. However, the Konate and Saliba thing, I can't sleep at night knowing that he's going to be in that team over Konate whilst he's injured.
That's crazy.
I'd love to know what he's doing right now. Where is Saliba right now? Is he in the change rooms with the Dons doing
Check-
the funny business again? Or?
Check his IG.
I'm ready.
He's trying to hate. He's trying to hate now. He's trying to hate.
Konate should
It's
be there,
affecting
man.
him now, isn't it?
They're looking at it and they're vexed because they think, shit, life is different.
No, but bro, I'm giving you you deserve the flowers because you've easily been the best team in the league this season, and I do think you'll win the league. But Konate has to be in this team for me, man.
I wouldn't say it has to be, but
Is
I
it gonna
get why.
affect you
I
that
get
much
why.
if you
as
go
a-
You know
Yeah,
what? We
I'll
always
have it.
like to get the comments involved, so let's get Konate in there, and let's just say
Do a poll or something.
they can choose and try be fair, Arsenal fans. All right, we'll round it
I'll
off.
take
there.
that. We'll take it.
The
yeah.
combined 11: Alisson in
Still
goal,
2.5.
Dictatorship vibes, though, isn't it?
Ben White at right back, Konate, Saliba to be decided by you guys, the viewers, Gabriel and Zinchenko, Partey, Odegaard, Xhaka making all Arsenal midfield with Saka, Salah down the middle and Martinelli on the left of the front three. And yeah, it's not just about how much Arsenal have improved, but
how
how far
bad we
Liverpool
are,
have been
yeah.
from last season.
Yeah.
I kind of think next season we'll have 2 very good sides. It's going to be a lot of fun. But a big thanks for joining us. Who is he? Let everyone know where they can find you.
It's a bit mad, though, isn't it? Where they just gonna find me.
In his
No, I'm
yard.
joking. Social media, Fu Izzy, across all socials.
And Alex.
AGT, which is America's Got Talent, but I'm always the one on below that.
And obviously the COP TV.
And the
I was
Cop
gonna
TV,
say, yeah.
where we've our Mario did a great preview
Box
of you,
to
box
box,
to box,
yeah.
yesterday. So I'm
Top
looking forward
guy,
to
man.
seeing that. Mario's a good guy, man.
And a big thanks to Robbie. Obviously, go check out AFTV, which is what you're watching. Go subscribe. Go check out DR Sports as well, and Turkish at Turkish LDN. Is that right? I've got
Yeah,
that right.
yeah.
I've got that right afterwards practice. Big thanks to everyone who's watched us. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Liverpool fans, get in the comment section. Fight for your team a little bit as well. They've, it's been good debate. We want to hear some more as well. And go check out all the content as well on AFTV, on the COP TV, and everything ahead of the big
Lots of
game,
content.
Liverpool versus Arsenal. We'll see you very soon.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.